Peace, light, and love. My name is Kristen with a D for those that are not familiar with me, and welcome or welcome back. This video is for water signs. Water signs include Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The message that I've received for you all today, for us, is find your flow. Find your natural flow and be okay flowing with your natural flow. That is a challenge for us water signs because, one, it comes naturally. For one, to flow ought to come naturally. But what happens is flowing tends to be unpredictable. And when it's unpredictable, we tend to fight against the natural flow because we want to control what it is we experience as we're going. And you won't be able to control what your experiences are. You can't control what your childhood entailed. You can't control how somebody else has treated you or mistreated you. You can't control, disappointments and letdowns and heartaches and things of that nature. But what you can do is allow these experiences to grow you, allow these experiences to teach you whatever lessons they've come to teach so that you can continue on to your destination. All right. You're going to have to let go of the need of control. I don't know who I'm speaking to specifically, some Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, if not all of the above. But the need to control is causing more of a delay for you than it is benefiting you. It is your nature to flow. Water signs, water flows. Like, to do anything outside of flowing causes stagnation. And where there's stagnant water, there's I don't want to say there's no life in stagnant water, but there definitely isn't healthy life in stagnant water. Stagnant water breeds bacteria. It breeds infestation. It calls for it. Stagnant water attracts a whole lot of stuff that's not healthy to the rest of the being. You can't avoid the process. Stop trying to avoid the process. Stop trying to avoid hurt. Now, you can be intuitive and be wise and not put yourself in specific positions. Okay, there is a couple of people in my life that I don't involve myself with anymore. I no longer involve myself with because they just naturally bring an energy that's hurtful and that's not beneficial I learned that lesson. I've learned what interacting over here does for me. So now I don't avoid it, but I don't welcome it. Like, these people are still in my life. I still have to deal with them. They probably don't even know the boundaries that I've placed between us, to be honest, because they're my personal boundaries. I've just set them in place. But I still, when it's time to interact with them, I do what I have to do. I interact with them. I'm cordial. I'm not, I try not to be I try not to project any darkness. I'm not fearful of my interactions with them. I just won't allow certain energy into my space and my being. That's utilizing your intuition. But I had to go through the process of learning what was beneficial and not beneficial in order to know this ain't the way we going with this. And so now my natural flow when I'm around them is a lot more peaceful for me because I'm not concerned with what's going to come from this exchange of energy. I know what's going to come from this. I know what to expect. And I also know how to transmute any energy that I need to. I know how to heal any energy that I need to. I know how to refuse any energy that I need to. And by me being comfortable in my own flow, I can stand in my own power and I can be whether I'm around them or not around them, period. So yes, you have to find your natural flow. You have to know what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and you have to go with it. You cannot dictate. And I wrote down the messages that were channeled to me, and it's kept coming up. You cannot dictate what the process looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like. You don't have ultimate control over that until you have your natural flow. You're going to experience some things that stink. Like, unfortunately, I came down here to sit in my big brown chair and do these recordings, and I can smell the trash can. That's not pleasant. But guess what? I didn't get up when I was supposed to and come down here. It's time for me to record these videos now. I have to deal with this in this moment. Soon as I finish, trash is going to have to go out. Like, point blank, period. You do what you have to do. You find your flow and you go with it. And you do not allow obstacles and challenges to stop you from being obedient on your path. Because for all I know, I could have stopped to go and take the trash out before I came and sat down and did these videos, just because the smell does annoy me. I'm kind of hypersensitive at this time to smell specifically. Is what it is. But anything could have happened in between there. Something could have happened to distract me outside. Something could have had, like, anything could have come up, and ultimately it was time for me to do these videos, and it was time for me to get it done and get it out the way. So I needed to be obedient and get it done. I should have been open to my natural flow earlier and came on downstairs when it was time for me to come downstairs, instead of trying to avoid doing the work I just really honestly didn't feel like doing this morning. I didn't feel like deep cleaning this morning. I didn't feel like taking trash out. It was cold outside. I knew it needed to be done, and I didn't do it. So because I avoided it earlier, now I have to sit here and deal with this while I do this particular work. And then once I'm done with this, I'll be able to flow and get it done. Thankfully. Because after I finish this, I should have a break in my day. And so, finding your flow. Again, I know that once I finish my videos, I'll have a bit of a break in my day, because that's how my days flow. Do your video, take a small break to start setting them up so that they can start uploading, and then move on to the next task that you're working on, which for me is birth chart analysis for people. I have 4 charts to complete today. I've been working through them and processing through them. This is just my natural flow today. So while I'm uploading videos, I'm going to be doing what I should have done this morning, which is messed up because that's a time for me to rest and kind of chill. But when you avoid certain things, just because you avoid it doesn't mean you got past it. When you avoid stuff, you still have to get it done. You still have to get that work done. Like, this won't go any longer in the state that it's in. It just can't. So all of this being said, find your flow. Stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to be so comfortable within your process, and just go through your process. You'll get to your destination because you're water. And water always gets to where it needs to go. Intuitively, it knows where it's going. Go with the flow. You'll be okay. I hope this video resonates with somebody more than me or someone other than me. And until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Peace, light, and love.